Hello everyone, I'm home. Welcome back to my channel. Before we get into the sad news about Elvis, I'm going to show you a few fall looking things I found at the thrift store today. We went to see our sons play ball tonight, and I ran into the Goodwill that's next to their house, and I saw a lot of cute little fall things. This apple and these, remember these plates that I showed you on the last video? I thought looked vintage, but they were from a newer store. Well, I saw this set of plates today, and I think these are old plates. But those other ones I thought were kind of made to look like them. I thought that was funny that I found those. Then I found these little bean pots that I thought were so cute. It would be really cute for chili. And they said West Bend on the side, on the bottom of them, so I don't know what those are exactly. These were a set of Avon dishes that were just beautiful. They had all of them. And this is President James Monroe's boyhood home. I thought that was pretty on a plate. And those of you who are old enough to remember the Mary Tyler Moore Show know that Mary had an M on her wall. And I always wanted one, and I finally got one, but I see them all the time. Then the little birds, they had these pillows for $3.99 a piece, which isn't bad. They were like brand new. And I ran over to Hobby Lobby after this and saw their pillows were half off, but they were $29 to begin with. So they were $15 a piece. So $3.99 is pretty cheap for a fall pillow at Goodwill. And then I take a picture of this because my mom used to have this candy dish. We had it for years. I don't know whatever happened to it. And they still had this, so I picked it up. Some of you told me you couldn't believe I didn't get it. And it is absolutely beautiful. And I want to tell you something about these flowers here in a little bit. This was another plate that had probably hand-painted roses on it that I thought was just exquisite. But I didn't buy it because it had a little chip in it, and I really didn't need it. Then they had these two Scentsy burners, and this is a Goodwill thing for you. One of them was $5.99 and one of them was $2.99, and they were exactly the same, and they both worked. And then I saw this one. It was a Thomas Kincaid painting with a flag on it, and I thought that was awful pretty. Those are expensive to buy them in the store. And, of course, they had tons of ball jars. And I always like to find these gigantic ball jars. I didn't buy any because I have plenty. But this one's really nice if you want to take soup to somebody. And then these little jars are nice, too, for individual servings of something. And then they had several of the honeycomb jars that I think were from Dollar General. And does anyone need a punch bowl? I told you, there's always punch bowls on the bottom shelf. You can find plenty. And then when we were talking about the beach house decor, I can't quit finding stuff that would look pretty in a beach house. I know I'm showing you all teal green stuff, but the aqua color looks good for a beach house. This lamp was really big and heavy, and it was only $3.99. And look at the tag, guys. It had been $89 in some store. It was really heavy and nice, but not $89. And then this is Aunt Kathy's house right here. She had these. Aunt Kathy had all the cool stuff. This is my quirky item for the day. I don't know what it is. I think it's a sloth. He's doing yoga. I found this little tablecloth that's perfect for my kitchen table. It's just a small rectangle shape, and it was 99 cents. I brought it home and washed it. It's kind of a rusty red color. And then for 50 cents, I found a piece of, I know they're called, oh, guys, what are they called? You know what they're called. I thought it looked really pretty on this side. Sampler. No. Anyway, I found this lamp at a yard sale today for $5. It's a real pretty celadon green. And I found this beautiful rug at the same yard sale, and it was beautiful. And I'll show it to you later in a bigger picture. I found a couple of Marge Clark cookbooks at the Goodwill today. I always pick those up because local people want them, and I'll sell those in my store. And her book and all the other fall ideas have me going wanting to bake. I want to bake some pies and bake some cakes and make chili and vegetable soup. I just can't wait. And these are just pictures of pies I've made in the past. And you know what? This time of year does something to me. It just wakes me up and makes me want to cook and settle in with a sweatshirt on and some jeans. Okay, guys. I put the Elvis video up and only about 10 people saw it, and it got taken down for a copyright violation. I had put probably 3 seconds of one of his songs at the beginning. And I mean, you could barely hear it, and it wasn't on there long enough to even realize what the song was. And it got copyright flagged. So I had to take it down. But I wanted to show you this. I decided to make some little fans. And I have a fan that's shaped like that. So I put an Elvis picture on it and tried to cut it and glue it the size of the fan. And it was really difficult to do because these are less than an inch. They're less than an inch tall. And then I put the little boards on it, or, the little handles on them. I'm having a hard time talking today, guys. And I made a license plate, and I just made some extra things for it since I had to take it down, and I'm going to have to figure out how to get that music off of there and redo the whole thing. This is my paper mess on the floor. As I'm working at the table, I just throw everything on the floor and sweep it up all at once. And, of course, you've seen all these little albums and my CDs and stuff, and they're all miniature 1-inch squares, and it'll get done, guys. I'll play it for you later. So I showed you this bowl in my last video and told you it inspired me to do something cool, and all this fruit and all these pretty leaves and these fall colors have inspired me to do something that I saw a lady do and on YouTube the other day. She's from another country, and I'm not even going to tell you what she does, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it tonight. It's kind of late at night, but I may even work on it tonight and maybe tomorrow and show you guys what it's all about. But all of these colors of the fruits and the books and everything remind me of what I'm going to do. My friend Kim told me I should take you on a tour of the store that I built in our barn. So I'm going to do that maybe this week or next. I'll go in with the video camera and film it start to finish. This is what it looked like when I started. I went on YouTube to figure out how to build walls, and I built it inside our pole barn. So I made 2 rooms, and then there was already one little room there. My husband still has a big barn with lots and lots of space, but this is 3 little rooms in the barn that comprise my warehouse for all my stuff. I take to flea markets, and people come out and buy stuff. So it's basically a cabin in a barn. I made this fireplace out of really rough 2x4s. And we're going to dive more into some miniatures this fall. I've made some new ones, and I made a new little fall scene, and I want to show you that. Please like and subscribe, and I'll get that Elvis video fixed and get it right out to you soon.